Ever looked at your bank account and thought, wait, where did all my money go? It's like money just vanished overnight. You had a plan, but reality hits harder than you expected. This moment of confusion is something almost every American has felt. Unexpected bills come out of nowhere: car repairs, medical costs, or just groceries that somehow cost more each week. These moments throw our budgets completely off track. What seemed manageable suddenly feels impossible. It's like the adventure of budgeting turns into a battle you didn't sign up for. And then there's lifestyle creep, when we slowly spend more as our income grows. A new gadget here, eating out a little more there, and suddenly the budget you wrote down no longer fits. It feels harmless at first, but over time it eats away at your goals. Reality doesn't wait for permission, it just happens. The truth is, most Americans feel confident when writing a budget, but living it is a completely different challenge. When the numbers don't match reality, stress and guilt creep in fast. That sinking feeling can make you want to give up altogether. But don't worry, because we're about to face this brutal truth together. If your budget looks perfect on paper but messy in real life, you're not alone. And today, we're going to unpack why that happens. Hi, I'm Bella, and welcome to Money Talk channel, Real Talk, Smart Money with Bella. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and join our community where we keep money conversations real and practical. This video is for education only, not financial advice. By the end, you'll see why your budget rarely matches your reality and what you can do to close that gap. So stick around. This is your budget versus reality. Here's the brutal truth. Let's go! We all dream of the perfect budget. On paper, it looks so neat, so organized, and so promising. It feels like the ultimate plan that will finally get us to our financial goals. But reality doesn't always play by the rules of spreadsheets. Think of budgeting like planning a road trip. The map looks great, every stop is carefully marked, and the destination feels certain. But then traffic shows up, detours appear, and sometimes you even get a flat tire. That's life reminding us, things rarely go exactly as planned. And just like that, life throws curveballs at your budget too. Unexpected medical bills, sudden repairs, or surprise events come out of nowhere. They crash into your perfect plan without warning. It feels frustrating, but it's also part of the real journey. That's why the best way to see a budget is as a guide, not a guarantee. It's like a compass, it helps you stay on track, even when storms push you off course. Your journey won't be perfect, but you'll keep moving closer to your goals. And that's what really matters. Lifestyle creep starts small. You get a raise, and suddenly that old coffee feels too cheap. Maybe you upgrade to a fancier place or grab a shinier car. It feels harmless, but over time those small upgrades pile up fast. It's like starting with a basic phone plan. At first, it's just calls and texts, but then you add internet, then streaming, then international minutes, and before you know it, the bill has doubled. That's lifestyle creep in disguise. The tricky part is, every extra dollar you earn tempts you to spend more. A side hustle check feels like bonus money to blow. A small win at work makes you want to reward yourself. And slowly, your savings don't grow, your lifestyle does. The key is to catch lifestyle creep before it traps you. Spend with intention, not emotion. Choose upgrades that truly add value, not just temporary excitement. Because in the end, control over your money means control over your freedom. We all start budgeting with the best intentions. It feels like we've got everything under control, like a solid plan is in place. But the truth is, reality rarely goes the way we picture it. It's almost like setting out on an adventure. You expect a smooth journey, but the road always has surprises. Think about walking into a grocery store with a list. Just like starting a diet, you promise yourself you'll stick to it. But the aisles are like temptation traps: snacks, deals, and little extras whispering, "Just this once." Before you know it, the cart is heavier and so is the bill. The reality is, those little extras add up faster than we think. Price hikes slip in quietly, and those small splurges don't feel so small when they stack together. Just like an unexpected detour on an adventure, these surprises can throw us off track. Suddenly, the numbers don't look like what we planned. That's why it's smart to leave some room in your budget. Life always has its oops moments, and pretending they won't happen only makes it worse. Adding an extra 10 minus 15 is like packing supplies for an unpredictable journey. It's not wasted, it's what saves you when the road gets bumpy. We all face moments when stress or boredom pushes us to shop, even when we don't really need anything. It's like reaching for ice cream when you've had a tough day. It feels comforting for a short while, but deep down, you know it's not solving the real problem. That's the tricky trap of emotional spending. Shopping for comfort is a lot like eating junk food. It gives you that quick boost, but soon after, the regret kicks in, the thrill fades, and you're left with more stuff you don't need and less money in your account. It's a short-term solution that creates long-term frustration, and that's the cycle so many of us fall into. In the US, the temptation is even stronger because online shopping is only a few clicks away. No need to leave the house. No need to even think twice, it's instant. That convenience makes it so easy to overspend without realizing it. Before you know it, those small purchases add up fast. The key isn't to avoid emotional spending entirely, but to control it. That's why having a fun money category in your budget is so important. It gives you freedom without guilt. You can enjoy a little splurge and still stay on track financially. It's about balance, not perfection. We all start with big confidence in our budget plans. It's like standing at the beginning of a grand adventure, convinced you know the map by heart. You feel unstoppable, ready to conquer every expense. But confidence doesn't always equal reality. But then, temptation shows up. It's like telling yourself you'll only eat one slice of pizza, but before you know it, the whole box is gone. The same thing happens with money. You think you'll only spend a little, but old habits creep back in. That's the trap of overconfidence. We assume we'll stick to the plan perfectly. But life throws surprises, and our willpower isn't always as strong as we imagine. The adventure starts to feel harder, the map less clear. Suddenly, your perfect budget feels shaky. The key is to stay realistic. Instead of relying on one big monthly check-in, track your budget weekly. Think of it as checking your compass often during the journey. Small adjustments keep you from getting completely lost. Owning a car is kind of like having a pet. You know it will cost you money, but you never know exactly when or how. One day it's fine, and the next, it needs attention right away. That's the tricky part. Surprises never come at a good time. That's why even a small emergency fund makes such a big difference. It's not about being rich, it's about being ready. When things break or life throws a surprise, you have something to lean on. It gives you peace of mind, even when everything else feels shaky. Life has this way of hitting you when you're least ready. Medical bills, car repairs, even home maintenance, they always seem to come at the worst possible moment. It feels like life's curveballs never wait until you're comfortable. Instead, they crash right into your plans. At the end of the day, life's emergencies aren't going anywhere. But when you prepare, they don't have to break you. Even small steps toward building a cushion can save you from a lot of stress. That's the real secret of staying steady through the chaos. Budgets always start with the best intentions. We set up neat numbers and perfect plans, believing this will finally give us control. But life doesn't always stick to the script. Unexpected expenses pop up, and our budget feels shaky. That's normal, and it doesn't mean you failed. Think of your budget like a GPS. When you take a wrong turn, it doesn't yell at you or shut down. It calmly reroutes you to get back on track. Your budget is the same. It's there to guide, not punish. Mistakes are part of the journey, not the end of it. Adjusting your budget monthly is the real secret. Life changes, and your plan should bend with it instead of breaking you down. Don't punish yourself when things don't match your numbers. Flexibility is your best tool. Think of it as steering the ship, not locking it in one direction. At the end of the day, budgeting isn't about perfection, it's about awareness. Track where your money goes, reflect on what worked and what didn't, then adapt as you move forward. A budget should breathe with your life, not suffocate it. Treat it as your living plan, not a rigid rule book. Budgets fail because of underestimation, lifestyle creep, emotional spending, and emergencies. They're not broken tools, you just need flexibility. The brutal truth: your budget will never perfectly match reality, but it doesn't have to in order to work. If this video helped you see your budget in a new light, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who's struggling with their money plan. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What's the biggest budget reality check you've faced? This is Money Talk Channel Real Talk. Smart Money with Bella. Thanks for watching and remember, progress, not perfection. See you in the next one.